All right. Well, to me, to you, good morning. But depending on whatever time you're watching this, I just hope you're having a good, relaxing time because I certainly am not about to. Uh, Here I am in the Dripping Springs trailhead. It's a trailhead in the Agua Tibia region here down in northern San Diego County. At least I think we're in northern San Diego County. We might still be in southern Riverside, I'm not sure. But it's a pretty nice morning today. A little late on the head than I thought I'd want to be, but I had some trailhead confusion of how to pay. I had to make sure that I wasn't going to get my car towed while I was walking out in the middle of nowhere for 6 hours. Anyway, it is a really nice day still. We got a lot of marine layer up in these mountains still. It's pretty nice to see, actually. I was afraid of having too much sun after too long. We're gonna be okay, but let me be a little bit more specific. Today we're gonna try to do Wild Horse Peak up in here, like I said, the Agua Tibia region of the what do you call it? The Cleveland National Forest. I don't know why I had to blank on that one. Cleveland National Forest is actually a really cool place. It's a combination of places. It is the Santa Ana Mountains that pretty much separate the coast from what they call the Inland Valley, if you will, the Inland Empire. And the other portion of the Cleveland National Forest is northern San Diego County, the Agua Tibia Range. I think there's a little patch past Warner Springs further on south. It's a combination of spaces that the sum of its parts is pretty remarkable. There's amazing places, amazing hikes, amazing wildlife to see. So that's pretty darn exciting. Anyway, I'm gonna put you down for a second and I'm gonna get my bearings together here and, well, see you in a little bit. I know I said I'd see you in a little bit, but that's a shot. Should be seeing a lot more mountain up there, but luckily I still got quite a bit of cloud cover. I don't really want to see how long this lasts, and unfortunately there's a dog barking and broke my peace. But it's not a busy campground at the moment. I don't think anyone else was awoken by that. But this is a nice campground. My wife and I stayed here once, I think like 2 nights. Pretty fun, really hot, kind of buggy, but that was a couple years ago. I have other purposes here today, and that includes going up there. I think technically I should be seeing Wild Horse Peak from down here, but yeah, luckily I still have this cloud cover, can't see it. All right, before I get going, you got to do the whole bit. Oh, register for day use here. Well, it's a good thing I told my wife where I was going today. And this is where I am, the Agua Tibia Wilderness. Now that I've got the Celsius working, I'll tell you a little bit more here. Yes, this is indeed part of the Cleveland National Forest. It is a large swath of wildland that spans many different places of Southern California. This is a particular favorite place of mine, the Agua Tibia. It's absolutely gorgeous. Very interesting peaks, boulders can be found throughout this entire region. Just amazing things to see. Now, part of it, technically not part of the National Forest, is also the Palomar Observatory that is also inside of this general range of mountains. Technically owned by Caltech, but it is also up in these sorts of mountains, closer to Palomar than where I am. But yeah, you get the idea. Where I'm going today, Wild Horse Peak. That's the idea. 3,277 feet. Should be pretty good. Nothing too crazy, right? But I should be gaining over 2,000 feet of that, so. Oh, here we go. Cleveland National Forest. So there's the Santa Anas right there. And I live at the base of those guys. And then here's this other region. I don't know if you can see it very well. You got another region here, down below, closer to the border. And then you've got the Bernardino National Forest up top near LA. So this could be a sign of things to come. When my wife and I camped here, this was all full of water and flowing. It was beautiful. And this is protected for sure because there's a arroyo frog that spawns in these sorts of creeks in the region, and they really want to protect it. And I remember when this was full, you could see the tadpoles all throughout this creek region. So their protection program and plan seems to be working. And they really don't want you going off trail in these sorts of areas to protect this environment. But I do remember when we were camping here, there were people taking their camping chairs all the way up into the creek and sitting down enough to maybe disturb some of the tadpoles because they were up in the creek. But no, I follow the rules. I stay on trail. It's still pretty early. I better keep going. Getting distracted. See, this is what I'm talking about. Sensitive habitat plants. The more time you spend out here, the more you see really why. It is a very sensitive environment. And some people truly don't respect it as much as they should. Anyway, see you later. Now here I am at my first little fork. And this is important to have an offline downloaded map. Like I do, I grabbed the 7-day free trial from All Trails Pro today. Remind me to cancel that at the end of this. I'm not paying $34 in 7 days. Anyway, so when you follow the Tripping Springs trailhead from the campground, you're gonna get to this trail marker. And it's gonna tell you, obviously, if you wanna go to Wild Horse Peak. Well, if it's not obvious, you gotta go on Wild Horse Trail. Technically, we will be going on to the Wild Horse Peak Trail when we reach it. But for now, this one's kind of a part of a big loop. You can chain a bunch of trails through here to make a impressive loop. I think 25 plus miles or something like that. I'm not doing that today. Certainly not. But now I'm on the right trail, going up, and we're just gonna have a good time of it. I'm cruising. The legs feel good, feel strong. Now, that there is Wild Horse Peak. Quickly have I climbed above the campground. Still got some good cloud cover. Try not to waste it. But yeah, just keep going. Well, figured I'd talk to you again here. About 3 miles up, and I settled into a groove for sure. I feel pretty damn good. The trail's kind of technical. It has its moments when it's definitely needing some more concentration than others. But other than that, the sun's out. It's getting warm, but certainly not bad. I stopped to apply sunscreen not too long ago. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like, look at these boulders. The Agua Tibia is just full of these interesting features just all throughout it. But I'm definitely up far below from the creek below. I crossed the creek, oh, maybe about a mile ago. And then quickly after you do that, you shoot back up the side of the ridge. And here I am, just trudging away. A little bit later on, we should be seeing some vineyards. But yeah, you just keep following the trail. It's relatively obvious, although it is slightly overgrown. I wore my battle pants for it. But all right, I'm gonna let you guys go for a second. I'll meet back up again a little bit later. All right, well, I'm almost to the turnoff for the trail to go to the summit of Wild Horse Peak. But I have this very nice spot here. It's giving me wonderful views of way off in the old distance San Jacinto Mountain. The adjacent peaks off into the desert. Beyond there, Palm Springs, Anza Borrego, Joshua Tree, Salton Sea way down there. Oh gosh, the dunes, Mexico, and so on forth down south. This is a beautiful view. Right down there-ish. Here we go. Some vineyard, vines, grapes. It is definitely beautiful. But this is actually a moment where I'm having some trepidation. It's not the difficulty of the trail. It's, well, I just passed a rattle not too long ago. And thank God I still have some service as well. My GPS should still get me out in case I have any issues, but this is a dangerous beauty. But beautiful nonetheless. Alrighty, I'm gonna keep going. Let's hit it. Slightly better view of that vineyard. Cento region over there, vineyard down there. Trail continuing on. The reviews are to be believed, which I'm sure they are. This trail has lots of false summits, so I'm ready to be disappointed a couple different times here until I get to the top. It should be a pretty sandy climb. I'm gonna label this attempt number 1. If I get to the top, I will be plenty pleased. All right, well, if there is a trail for a peak turnoff, this is it. There's a cairn. That's the rest of the Wild Horse Trail. Keeps going on, so you can loop that all around the Agua Tibia for 25 plus miles. Buggy, I don't really mind. But damn, it's beautiful. I have a hint of nervousness, of course. But I'm so damn close. I'm gonna keep going. A little bit of nervousness, by the way, is good. You need that in any situation. Too much is debilitating, but just enough keeps you alive. Not that this is anything too crazy. Some big trees on the top over there. All right. Welcome to the top of Wild Horse Peak. I'm not quite there technically. It's over there. But look at that. It's pretty cool. Reviews actually say that's the feature you're here for. That and the view of Jacinto, Vale Lake. It's actually the site of the Temecula Massacre, a tragic tale of a massacre of some Native Americans way back when. Now a lake covers the actual site with a dam on that side of it. I've hiked all around this actually before. I've hiked around that lake. I've summited that little peak over there, man, years ago. Look at me now. Well, let's keep walking a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a little shocked I made it up here. That last summit push was just unbelievably difficult. But the payoff is just ridiculously cool. Vineyards, you got some marine cloud layer still over there. A trail ahead. All Trails is doing its All Trails thing. It's not giving me the proper metrics to tell you what I've done, but I can tell you that I've done over 4 miles to get here. And I could tell you that I've climbed about 2,000 feet to be here. That last 0.4 of a mile was steep. All fours. I even crabbed it up probably about, I'd say a good number of feet. And every time I'd stop, I'd be like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Well, and then I just kept climbing. In fact, kind of looks like I got a little bit more to go. I'll see you when I'm there. Alrighty, well here I am at the top of Wild Horse Peak, and I just signed the trail registry right there, and let me show you what I see. Here you go. Wild Horse Peak. I definitely crab walked up some couple feet on the way up here. You got Vale Lake down there, site of the Temecula Massacre. San Jacinto, Palm Springs, Anza Borrego State Park, Joshua Tree, Salton Sea, the border. Here's the rest of the Agua Tibia with some taller peaks, with some taller trees for sure. Upwards into Riverside County, Bernardino. If you could see it beyond the cloud and smog layer, see San Gorgonio as well. All right, let's get down.